What is going on? What is cracking? Look at Roy here, nice and early. What's poppin'?
Early.
Oh no, nice and early. What is cracking, everybody? Let me see. All right, I lowered that a little bit so we can hear ourselves a little bit better. Mr. James Hicks, what is cracking? I thought I had fixed, clearly, see, I was just talking to Gabe about this.
Yes.
Look at how big this is. This is like for... I want to be politically correct.
Correct.
Look at how big
Look at that.
This is for Paul. This is for Paul. This is for Paul's old eyes. I really could have sworn I fixed this. What is happening? Oh my God, hold on. This is...
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I know how to fix this. We're going to fix this on the fly. So here's my old staple one. And that's old. That's my old staple one. So I'm just going to go in. Gabe, what's going on, man? Let me fix this. And we can
What's going on? Look at that.
I fix this.
Well, for those who don't know what an old staple one means, that is like you keep one separate so that you can always go back and mess with and everything else. Because if you don't, you can't change it until you go live, and then, or comments actually start populating. So
exactly,
it's good to save a few of those.
It is.
That's
I have one
tip.
for Facebook. Pro tip.
Yes.
Pro tip. Hold on.
Pro tip. We just gave
Pro
you
tip. Pro tip. Don't make me laugh. I'm trying to fix this.
Try
on
not
the
to.
fly. This is not the
Hey,
lo-fi.
look, no,
Look at
India,
Koa.
this is perfect. This is the theme of the night. Okay, because DJ Strick, when he was streaming live with Doc a while ago, they lost connection.
Did they really?
They had to do the same thing. Yes.
Oh. All right.
So
let's
the
see.
theme.
This is the theme. Let me save this. This is a little bit better. I got to make the font a little bit bigger here. I could have sworn I really... I literally, Gabe and I were talking about this. You guys, the majority of you guys know this is a little bit better.
Last week.
I'm just looking. I'm trying to see. All right, this is a little bit better. So we now hide this. I still got to fix the Facebook one. What is going on? Hey, girl. Hey. Stream like a boss. Tanya. That's my girl right there.
Man.
I don't know if I like
awesome.
this font, though. This font. See, I'm a New Yorker, so the graffiti in me speaks to my heart.
Yes.
But is that kind of hard to read?
But then you get no,
Hey,
not
John.
really. But then you get old people like Paul, like I can't read it. All right, sorry, I had to. Yeah.
Said old people like Paul. What is going on, Gabe? What is cracking? Oh, apparently everyone's been having issues. Tanya says she's been having issues as well.
It's the world of live streaming, folks. Sorry.
What is going on? The Honest Recruiter, Dan, Mr. Dan Roth, how are you? Thank you for showing up. John Lacey is here.
I got to mute this, though. If you can see, I got mine.
Oh, look, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Nice, like a pro. I love it. Very cool. Yours is bigger than mine. What? And so you can see here through some... That's what she said. What? Hold on. Espérate, don't get me in trouble. I was trying to mess with some stream elements, and so now you can see in the chat, stream elements is telling me the bot is running, but I didn't mess with it. So it is all good. I guess we'll see it. Ignore it. That is fine.
Ignore it. Hold on a sec.
Yeah. Gabe is trying to figure his life out, and as he figures his life out, so...
Okay.
Oh, I got dogs. Oh, no.
We're good.
Let's see. Can we figure
Well, that's
out
the problem
Coa
in playing in the back.
Go ahead.
Coa Cam, what's going on?
So
the deal about dealing with the whole TV in the background is if you forget to mute the minute and it froze, and then Doc got lost from the stream.
Yeah.
DJ was still able to do the stream, but then Doc got all furzy, whatever, and he had to come back in. So it was jerky.
So we're back. We're back. I restarted the stream. The stream cut out, and Paul just texted me. So I just restarted. I'm just telling to see Mr. Moderator. All of you guys need a Mr. Moderator extraordinaire. Because he communicates with me.
Well, that's the story of my life.
Yeah, so I saw the comments, and that's what Gabe was saying as we were talking, that there were issues on the stream show with Strict and Doc. So
Doc.
let's see. Doc Rock. Let me make sure I'm connected to Ethernet because I know I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Yes, my Ethernet is connected. So let's
That's
do a
looking good.
speed test right quick. Let's do a speed test. Let's see. I just think
Again,
if
pro tip.
pro tip is that you should do this stuff prior to starting your stream.
Hey.
Um,
Well, sometimes you got to
the real
troubleshoot
thing.
while
That's the real
when
thing.
you troubleshoot. You
On the
troubleshoot
fly.
alive though. This is it. You got to sometimes do this,
Yeah.
even in the
Oh,
best.
I was trying to
even
show
in
you
the best
guys my
case
stuff,
scenarios.
but yeah. Let me see. Can I show? I got something hide. There's a screen share. Did it show up? No, it didn't show up. All right. Everything is being all well. I got 855 down, and I have. If we come back to it, I got 920 up. So definitely not my internet.
Okay.
Connections.
You're in it.
Definitely not the internet right there. 855, 920 up. It might just be one of those nights. And so we're going to make it work. The good thing was that the stream, I was able to resume the stream. So that is all good. Let's put the music back on so we can just have a cool, chill vibe. And I was trying to show you guys, the sound is great, but the video is like every other second. Might be out of my control. It might be an internet thing. So we're going to make it work for what it is.
That's all we can do.
That's it. That's all we can do.
All we can do, folks.
So, all right, we'll go back to the
try to
Koa
make it
cam
work.
really quick, and then we will. So you can see she has
See?
her little bucket,
Toys.
her
Yep.
toys. Yeah. So she's. Do you see? Look at this. She's taking every toy out. Look at this. She just took out 3 toys
Well,
in
she
the matter
wants
of the.
she wants
Look.
a particular one though. She wants
She
that
wants. Is
particular
that
one.
what it is? She has like 4
That's what that is.
toys. Look, I just threw it. She has like 4 toys now in the background. She was like, "Nope, I'm gonna take this one out." She's like just like a kid. And Tyler is somewhere. Tyler's down there in the background. But anyway, all right. And I'm gonna have to take that toy away from her because it's a squeaky toy. That is not the toy to have when you're doing a live stream. No. Can I have this?
Well, look, Roy, Mr. Roy, tech troublemaker there. Yes, Ecamm. They might be taking up all the internet stream, but you're
She
probably getting
refuses to give it
better,
to me,
more
sorry.
fun. Look at that.
Get out of here. That's
You
a
don't get
pit
to see
bull.
that on
That's
Ecamm.
that's a
Don't
pit
see that on
bull
Ecamm
jaw.
Live. Come on.
Anyway.
Look, we got last week's guest. She knows the struggle. She was a
Yeah,
pro last
Miss
week.
Rocky
so-
Nash. What is cracking? Rocky, how are you? Gabe, we just fixed this
Yes.
and look at, I don't know what's happening with my comments. So we had really little big comments and now we got baby comments. I just fixed this on the
don't
fly
know.
with you guys.
She did.
I did. The puppy cam is the greatest
look.
show. Glad you guys love the
It's
puppy
like
cam.
one of them shows up so huge. Now this one has.
Right.
I mean, I
One
don't
is
know.
like off to what is happening? Look at this one. Answer him. This one's all the way like half off the screen. What is the deal there? Gabe is common denominator. Gabe, are you breaking stuff? What is
I guess so. I did this with Tanya when she came on. I lost power.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just my presence, like they said. But it is what it is. I guess we roll with it here, though. That's the whole thing
okay.
about
So
it.
Lem is on. What is cracking? Oh, the family came through today. Look at this. The comments. This is so the perfectionist in me. This is gonna drive me crazy tonight. So here's a challenge for India to ignore this stuff because that's gonna drive me crazy. But Lem says to check out Keith's video in the Ecamm community. He mentions it. All right, so I'm going to have to double check that. Okay, if you're doing ISO video, which I am, you have to go into your preferences and click on something. You know, Lem, I appreciate you, and I did. So Keith is going to be mad at me. This is shame on me. I started to watch that, and I thought I clicked everything. But I didn't watch it in its... I thought it was
entirety.
Apply. Yeah, I didn't watch
She went the Cliff Notes version. She was like,
Right.
I think I got enough of it to understand. So if you don't know what she's talking about, they do have ISO video now, in the beta, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
and if you there were a few settings that needed to be changed. And
Yeah.
our friend here said, I think I got it.
What is happening? She's like,
So
I
yes,
wanna be. She's like, I wanna be in the stream. All right, so how about I put you here
yes,
since you? She's
in
like
there.
gonna kill me. Hold on,
Yeah,
let's bring her in the middle. Come here, and then she can
but this
talk
is the
because she
best
was
part of why.
literally, yeah. I
This is
normally
the best
listen,
part of
and
having an
Gabe
ice
knows
video.
exactly. And the last few
Yes,
weeks, I've been putting her in the crate because she drives me crazy. But I know that
she
Gabe
does. She
especially
does.
loves Koa, so I'm like, I can't have
Yes,
Gabe on
I'm a
here.
Koa fan.
Yes, I can't.
Without her, there.
Hi.
Here, look at
Okay,
this.
there you go.
Look at the
I can't
look at
have
that
Gabe
puppy
on
dog.
and not have Koa. So say hi. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? I don't want to do this. Ah. All right, go.
She doesn't want to. Yeah, go
She's
get
like,
it, beat it. So the whole reason, look, I'll tell the
go.
backstory too. The whole reason why we're doing this now, we had originally scheduled it
Yeah.
almost a month and a half ago,
Yeah.
and it was such a funny story. But because of Koa, we
Mm-hmm.
had to redo everything because, um, and I'm going to share a little bit of backstory, of course. Uh, I think you and Angie talked about at some point they had got fleas, and you want to give her a bath,
Yeah.
somewhere along the
Yes.
lines,
That's it. What it was. She had
and
fleas, and I'm dirty. I'm not dirty. She can't have fleas. And so, go ahead. Yes.
so then she was doing what a good dog owner does, and she was
Right.
giving her good puppy dog a bath, and of course, Koa is Koa and does what she does. I mean, she's got into a whole thing of hot sauce before. If you don't know
Right.
her,
I
I
was
know more of
looking
the
at those.
backstory.
Right. Exactly.
I'm like her biographer.
you're exactly right. Right. You're right. The freaking hot sauce. Those pictures. I was looking at those pictures today. I was scrolling through, and her whole. So you can see she's a white dog. Her whole chest
Yes,
was all orange from the what is it? The like Pete's Red Hot. The orange hot
yes,
sauce.
sauce,
Okay, so let's go
and of
back.
course,
So really quick, just going back to that.
yes,
With the set. Hey. Nope. So I
chill
have
out,
both dogs back
chill it
here,
out.
and right, chill out. Yeah. So I went into. Let's do this really quick. So check this out, so we can show everybody. And what's happening here? So hold on. Let me hide this. Screen share. And
There we go.
hold on. Let me just do what I want to do. Ecamm Live preferences. Here you go. Okay. So we are in the Ecamm Live preferences here. And so this is the beta 4.0. And you can see under the recording tab, it did have to do with the video ISO. So I went into the recording tab, and what I had prior, so you can see I have record all broadcasts and then record, isolate video tracks. I had them all on. So I checked all of these. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but I had them all checked. The stream was choppy, all of that stuff. So then what I did was literally just now, I just left this record all broadcasts, and then I unchecked these. And as soon as I unchecked it, that's when I saw Paul's comment that it was better. Yeah. And and there's Lem. Did you do something? The stream is okay now. So that's what I did. So I have to see. So then I got to test and see if it's going to record our cameras individually. I also didn't watch. I was working. I couldn't watch the Ecamm stream where they.
Yes.
Gabe, why you have to be on the stream where it's like it just you laughing makes it sound worse than what it is, Gabe. Don't do that to me.
Well, I just always think I know it just tickles me though. It tickles me because like sometimes I'm the same way. I'm like, let me watch just half the video and get enough of what I think I need to know, and then shit happens, and now you're like, probably should have watched it.
Exactly. Damn it. I should have gone back. And if I didn't have time, I should have gone back and watched the entire stream. Damn it. Let me see. So let me just go back through here. So everybody's laughing at us here.
I know.
Let's see. Just going back in. The screen freeze frames are epic. Looks like Gabe is trying to top our exciting episode.
Well.
Okay, the quality, there you go. All right, so that's better. It could be. I had my first frame freeze today after ISO eventually cleared. You can, all right, cool. So we are back in 4K. What is cracking? We are back, but clearly my comments are not back, so I don't know what's happening.
We haven't figured that out.
That'll be for
And she
another day.
adjusted them. Look, I'm telling you, she adjusted them. I saw her like doing this before we went live. It's like, well, let me mess with
Yeah.
this, and she was going through it. And then even at the beginning, we did it, and it still didn't
Yeah.
work out.
And
So
it's still acting silly. It might be that I have like comments in two different, I'm not seeing it. It doesn't matter. And then we have
I don't know.
Gigi on. Hey girl. Hey. So look, now this one stayed here. Let's see. Can we do this? It's fine.
Well, that's fine. It's how it works, folks. You're getting
Um,
so listen. India's always good at doing courses and stuff like this. You're getting a course on sometimes what not to do in a live stream.
absolutely.
So you got to get both sides of the coin.
Dan says that I'm so much better at this than you. What? The shade.
It is the shade. I love it.
Where do I have? Hold on. I took my glasses off, but now I can't see it. No, I don't have my police. Where's my police car? Oh, I don't have my police car, Gabe. That one deserved a police car.
Oh,
but that's all right. Yeah, well.
Well, this is a training session where we're again when you get people on and you talk about whatever live streaming, whatever the hell it goes on. Most of these people are live streamers anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you do want to see. I'm gonna just say this: you want to see the fuck ups because
You can curse on my stream. Although Paul is gonna yell at me because I just got monetized. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I just got my 4,000 watch hours, so I can't even say it. And
you're making money.
I'm making all of
Nice.
as of today before the stream. I'm making $3.05 on my last. Whew.
Man.
Yes.
You know, a little bit more, and you might have a nice tall latte grande over at Starbucks. And
Right.
We'll pay for it. So,
Well, I did want to
there you go.
say, and then we'll get into our stuff. 12 minutes into the stream, it is Rocky probably takes the. She probably takes the cake. We didn't start the stream till 18 minutes later. Literally, we didn't start the stream till 18 minutes later. When I finally figured out what it was to actually start the stream, that's when the Rodecaster Pro blew up. So we didn't actually start talking to each other till about 40 minutes later. I know that Rocky went back. I'm not even kidding, because Rocky went back after the stream and she scrubbed through and she put a comment and she said, okay, if you don't want to see the technical issues, jump to minute 38 or whatever. But if you want to see, it was the funniest thing. So we literally didn't actually start the stream until,
Yeah, that was tough sledding last week. That's what I was like, but she stuck through again. She stuck through. That's what a good soldier
ready to
does.
listen.
That's just somebody.
Gabe sent me I had a few people send me a message. Paul Burke sent me a message. Like I had a few people say, you handled that like a champ. I don't even want to go back and look because I know her.
Yes.
So I used to be,
I know the
Gabe
fear.
knows, and I think the majority of you guys that are here know, I used to be a branch manager for TD Bank on the East Coast. And, usually when you're in like retail positions like that, you're in management positions, they have at least once a month meetings. Listen, my faces at these meetings, I shouldn't just attend these meetings because when people go on and they're BSing or they're saying stuff and it's like, and then when you have your friends, you got your work friends and they looking at you from across the way and they're texting you like, bro, fix your face because I have no poker face. So I know that if I go back to last week's stream, my faces were like that. I wanted to kill everybody that was in the stream. Lewis was calling me. I'm like snapping at Lewis. Paul had called me. I'm like, it's just not working. You guys don't understand. The Incredible Hulk wanted to come out. I was like, done. I was done. And then you guys are all telling me afterwards, you handled it so well. And I was like, really? Because I was a not nice woman.
So again, if you want to go back and watch it, go back to last week's stream and
see the disaster there.
Yes. But again, that's the whole. This is the whole fun about what we get to do as creators, as people that get to do live streaming and everything else.
Right.
Even though we've done, God knows how many of these, I can't even. It would be enormous to put the hours of time and efforts that we've probably done together and putting together shows and having people on. We still make mistakes. And that's what this still comes
Absolutely.
down to.
Absolutely. So
You
hold
know,
on. So everybody's talking about the poker face. Yes, Tanya, please lend me your poker face because I can't. Lemuel says it's the Rican
she's
in
got a
you. You
good
can't
one.
write. And it's not even just the Puerto Rican in me. It's the New Yorker in me because it's from the New Yorker in. Because listen, I'm not gonna front. Like it's like no. And yes, let's talk about this. And I don't know how to do it. I don't know how people I have to learn. So Sammy just gave me a super chat because I'm now monetized. I can accept super chats. I have channel memberships. It's all exciting, amazing.
You might have to go back and watch Lurie a little bit, like when
Yeah.
she handles it.
I'm just
She
one of her
definitely do it.
coaches for live streaming. Bro, nobody tell Lori.
You only I only do it for 5.
Oh my God.
Like so,
Chill.
like
Lori is gonna be like, India, can we talk? I need to I don't know if I can have you as a coach anymore. Be like, Lori,
I can walk you through
I'll
this.
learn, I promise. I'll learn. I had to lower my seat, so
Yes.
I feel like I was really high and you're a little bit lower and it was driving me crazy. So
Well, again, here's another pro tip. If you go into the eCam settings for the camera and you hit the zoom and
Gabe,
adjust,
shut up.
you can raise me up. I know. I learned this from Janae Ahmed. He was like, bro, we need to be like at the same size. I got him on my stream and he's like, adjust your fucking camera.
He's not. I can do it. Listen, coño, espérate. Gosh, I can do it. Here. ECam on the fly. So let me do zoom.
On the fly.
Ooh, hold on, espérate. It's not letting me select zoom and pan.
Is it screen locked?
Shut up, Gabe. Nobody asked you. No, that's the wrong one. No one asked you.
Wrong one.
Stay right
Wrong
there.
one.
Okay.
Yes, no one does. I will stay right
all
here.
All right. Hold on.
Oh, we got
So look.
more fun stuff.
Look at this.
There we go. Look.
See? Now we are more even. Look at.
How's that work? Somebody needs to drop a super chat for that. That was nice. See, I'm even trying to make you
I'm
money.
still sick. See, I'm still sick. And you guys are making me cough.
Yes.
I'm going to pass out on the floor. Oh, God.
Well,
yes,
at the
all right,
point,
go ahead.
we can
That
at
does
least
look much
have
better, though.
Koa cams.
We look
Yeah.
much more even and aligned. All right, so that's good.
Well, I was just going to tell you, though, if you feel like you're going to pass out, just switch over to Koa Cam, and then you can pass out, and then I'll just conduct an interview with Koa.
Okay.
I've had a dream. I've had a dream of always interviewing a dog. So at some point, that's going to be something that I do.
Okay. Listen,
I know.
we will. Do you know? I want to. I don't know if I've said that. I want to get the GoPro. This is total. This is why my ladies' night is just us chilling, and it's not like if you want to have like more of a. We're gonna really talk a professional. You come on my Tech Tuesdays talk, but when you come on Sundays, we're just chilling. We're just chilling, and this is why. I do want to get the dog harness for the GoPro, and I want to put it on Koa and just have her run like everywhere, like all over the world, like Philadelphia, Connecticut. Guys, wait, hold on, and you froze, Gabe. Okay, you're back. All right, you're back. I fell today. Koa threw me on the floor. Like fell on the floor, like in the house. Like she was, we were playing, in her defense, we were playing. I'm not going to say. She's mad at me because I'm telling a lie.
Yeah, she's confirming.
She's confirming. She's like, Mom, you better not. She's like, Mom, you better not be telling a lie. No, there's probably, she heard people upstairs. But hold on.
We'll go. We'll put on pause and I'll just keep talking. That's the good thing about it, having another host that's done these things. When somebody says, I need a moment, you can just banter on and go, okay, cool. This is no worries. I don't have a problem at all while she's muting and fixing whatever she has to fix.
I'm screaming. Wait, were you on? There was one. Gabe, this is perfect. See, this was why I wanted you to come on to Ladies Night, because you're just like triggering all the ones. There was a 100 one of my streams that, and I know Paul was on, obviously Paul was on every night, but I think I was using the Rode Wireless Go mics. I feel like I was using the Rode Wireless Go mics, and I screamed at the top of my lungs at Koa.
I think I remember that.
And the whole stream, everybody was like, well, now we're deaf. It was the funniest thing ever, because I'm just like, Koa. And I was like, oh, I forgot to mute you guys.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, it has. And if you go back and again, now that she's
Mm,
monetized, go back and
yes.
watch some of those 100
Oh,
days
yes, please.
streams.
Yes.
There was some fun stuff that actually happened apart from stuff that she was teaching. So it was always fun to tune in and watch because um, it could be a teaching moment or shit could have went haywire.
Yeah.
That was always the fun stuff about the streams.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks.
and why I liked watching them. So
Yes, we
yes,
had a good time. So leading back to today, I'm running. Koa, come downstairs, because I know she's on my sofa. She be stressing me out. Listen, dogs are like kids.
I
She
know.
be stressing me out. Koa, come downstairs. So I'm gonna say I was jogging. So my house is like loft style. My first floor, it's all open
Right.
floor plan. So it's the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen. There's no rooms. It's just one open, like I said, open floor plan.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so, and it's long. And so sometimes when I play with her, I do run from one door, my entrance, to my back door. I wasn't full on running. I was jogging, and she got in between my legs and tripped me up. My mom was here this morning, mind you. So we're running. My mom is cooking, I think, lunch or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
she tripped me up. I fell to the floor. Like, I felt like, and it was like slow motion. Like, I was like, just like, no. And then I fell on the floor, and Koa's big ass jumped on, because she thinks we're still playing. I'm down for the count, jumps on top of me. And then I can't get up, and I'm like, help, help. My mom is oblivious. I can't, and because she's, puppy kisses. She's literally not attacking me,
Yes.
but I'm like, no, get off of me. And she's big. She has to weigh like 60 pounds. So she has
Yes.
her whole weight on top of me. And I'm like, ah. And then my mom's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm on the floor trying to scream without uncovering my face.
And
My
yourself.
mom's like, was that you that fell? I thought it was Koa. I'm like, Mom, I'm on the floor. I need help. I was on the floor for
Well,
like a good 2 whole minutes. Anyway,
that's what they do, though. That's the whole reason behind. That's the it's like the madness of having a dog or a kid, either
right,
or. Like
right.
they're the good days. It's like uh, when you're down or out or whatever
Yep.
the hell you feel, you come in there. They'll make you feel good.
You see,
Um,
I'm
and
just,
then
I
there,
just wanted to say she just
uh,
started coming downstairs being
yes,
a tyrant. So I was trying to figure out what
and
she was doing. Go
and
ahead.
then you have the other days where you just really want to either pull your hair out or pull their hair out, one of the two. But those days happen, and that's just that's all part of it. That's the part of enjoying having a
Absolutely.
dog. So
Exactly.
that's why it was so funny. And I never finished my story of like why we had to reschedule in the first place. She was
Oh, yeah. So go ahead. Finish telling your story.
let me
Yes.
finish that.
Yes.
So India was giving Ko a bath, and of course, like she said, she's a 60-pound dog, so she's not light. She's not like you're
Mm-mm.
messing with a Chihuahua or anything.
Right.
This is a very big dog. Um, of course, dogs when they start getting in the water, doing everything else. I think she had a glass set up for the shower doors,
Yeah.
and she just shattered it.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you shatter and you've seen, well, I forget what that kind of glass that's called, but it just shatters into
It's like
pieces.
tempered glass or something,
Yes,
right?
tempered
Like
glass.
it's,
Yes,
yeah.
and yes, and it just started going everywhere, all
Yeah.
over. And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I didn't expect to like, yeah, clean it up and let's go live.
Yeah,
No,
and I'm like, Gabe, I
she had
have to
cuts in her
cancel. I
hands.
have glass all over myself and I'm crying. I was so traumatized. I was literally crying that day. Like it was like, the adrenaline of when it happens. And then once like I came down that high and I see like I literally had blood everywhere. And
Where
then I'm like worried about Koa, but I couldn't check her because I'm like bleeding. I'm like, oh,
and
and
you're
I
covered in
started
glass. Yeah.
crying. It was horrible.
It was.
Horrible.
So it's hard to go through all that and like have to figure out how to do everything. So it's like, absolutely, don't worry about it. We'll set it up down the line. Uh but those things happen. I mean,
Yeah.
that's part of what we do as live streamers, and kind of something that we both mentioned and we've sort of had a familiar journey on. I mean, you did
Right.
100. I did do 100 straight. You did 100 straight, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing 100 episodes. But we were
Yeah.
talking about like even getting back that time
Yep.
when you do those sort of things. So that kind of commitment of what that is.
Yep.
So planning around and doing a live stream. I mean, I've told people this here. I mentioned it before the stream, but I'll mention it here. Like, I'm trying to get an active dating life,
Yeah.
and it's crazy to tell a date or somebody
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I will meet you later, but I can't go just yet because I got to go do a live stream." And they're like, "What is?"
Right. What do you mean? I'm confused.
Well,
Like, what do you mean a
What do you
live
mean? What is
stream?
that?
Right.
Yeah, what is that? Is like, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a live. Sometimes I got to tell them it's a live web show for them to understand what that means, and they're like, "Oh, okay, so like you do what, like
Yeah.
something on Netflix or something?" I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
"No, I don't do anything. If I would, I wouldn't be probably talking to you, lady."
Right. Right.
Honestly, exactly. But no, but I got to explain to him just a little bit like what that is, and then finally afterwards,
Paul says,
um,
"Hey babe." Paul Burke says, "Hey babe, would love to go and hang out, but I got to do a cam show."
cam show,
It's
yes,
true.
and then
Like,
they get
what?
that.
What does
Then they
that
get the other part
mean?
of that, and they get that in the other part of their mind where I've been asked that as well,
Yeah.
like, you don't do like naked
OnlyFans.
stuff, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Is it OnlyFans?
And again, I would say if I was, I probably wouldn't be talking to you, babe. Listen,
Like,
but yes, that's hard to explain to sometimes to get that out into the world of what it is to do, but it does have one advantage that I found. And that's like, if like, and just in my example, like if you want to know exactly who I am,
yeah.
here's my YouTube channel. There's, like you, that's 4,000 hours of watch time if you want to go learn who I am.
Right. Right.
Go
Right.
figure
Yeah.
out. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of worked a little bit because
That's,
then
I
they're like,
guess,
"Oh
using it to
my
your
God."
advantage. I mean, it
Yeah.
can be either or, because then if she watches too much and then it's like his jokes, he thinks he's funny, but he's really not. He's stupid. I don't want to, right?
Yeah.
Like,
That's another thing too. It's like they come
be
back
careful.
with critique. It's like, thank you. Check please.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Blocked. And then Gabe will be like, I never heard from this person again. Well,
And
you sent
again,
her to your channel, Gabe. What were you thinking?
exactly. So like I find good episodes. Like that's a good thing is I go through good episodes. And I
Oh
go,
my
"Oh,
goodness.
check this one out where we really had a really in-depth conversation. Not the bad nights where I'm being a heathen or any of the other
Right.
stuff that actually happened."
Right.
So
Right.
it works. It's a two-way street, but
I mean, but it's
again,
public knowledge, Gabe. They can find you.
I know. I had one that Googled
If you
me.
send them to one, they're gonna find all the others. Like, you know.
I've had them Google me, and like one of them, I just simply told her my name. Like I didn't tell her like none of
Yeah.
the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then she starts sending me screenshots of me on TikTok, me on Instagram,
No
me
way.
on, yeah.
Sending you
And
screenshots. What did
she's
she
sending
say
them to
with the
me. She's
screenshots?
like,
Like, what?
"Is it?" Yeah, she's like, "Do you do all this stuff?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean,
You
I do.
found
I do.
it. So
Yes. I mean, if you Google, and there's not many Gabe Leals in the world that
right.
do like this sort of. Now, here's a cool thing. I have found one that
Yeah.
is a live stream content creator with my same name.
Yeah.
So I am going to try to hunt him down and interview him. Because I
So,
think when you want to, if there was another like live stream content creator named India
Gabe,
Delgado, and
so you missed that. So apparently a lot of stuff happened during my 100 days, because there was also an episode on my 100 days. So I probably haven't said it since. I used to say the only India Delgado that you can find on YouTube. That's not true.
oh, there's another.
And she is a marijuana smoking nun in California. I'm not kidding.
Okay,
We
that's not a
went down
ladies'
the
night
whole,
episode.
we went down the whole rabbit hole on the stream. I was mortified. Like
Oh,
mortified
oh my
that she
gosh.
is a weed smoking nun named India Delgado.
Okay,
So
here's the eerie part though about mine though. He also wears glasses and has his hat on backwards, where like when I usually stream, that's what I do. So that's why what it turned me, like it caught my eye, because the moment I said let me Google, or let me go first of all look on YouTube for myself, right? And I was
Right,
looking
right,
at videos and everything, and then it'll show up, of course, all the streams I've been on other shows. But then I found this one with this person, and I was like, I've never talked to this person before, and
right.
I said, wait, because it saw my name and it showed, it didn't show the picture, it just said my interview with Gabe Leal, and I was like, who the hell is that? I've never had an interview with
You're
this
like, that was
person.
not me.
Me, and then I had to actually go watch, and
Right.
then when I watched, I was like, "Holy yes," I know that you're
Yeah, you're fine.
but I thought about it, and I said, "There's somebody else out there like me that's doing live streaming and content creating." He's actually a Twitch streamer. I found that out.
That's
Um,
so funny.
so I'm, like, trying to hunt him down now to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
interview him because it would be another show where I'll get to interview another Gabe Leal. So I've actually done my own interview where I interviewed myself once. So now I'll do another show where I get
The
to
other,
interview
right, exactly.
the other Gabe Leal. Why not? I mean, it would be fun. And I think at some point I'll have another show where I'm going to interview India Delgado, the weed smoking
None from
nun.
California. Like,
And that
dude.
way, when they go back and watch the 2 videos that I have on my YouTube channel, I go, well, there's 2 India Delgados here. What's the difference? And then we go watch.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what it would
John
be.
says, I discovered there's an author releasing a novel next year titled The Death of John Lacey.
John
Hold on.
Lacey.
We're going to do it this way. Hold on, John. Espérate, Gabe,
Wow.
don't make me laugh. Espérate. Wait.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, hold on. Oh my. Okay, serious.
The Death of John Lacey.
Oh yes.
When the movies
And
come out, they're going to say it just like that, too.
yes, and Miss
I'm
K Walker
copywriting
had a
that.
good idea. Gotta create a dating playlist. Why not?
Oh my goodness. You should, right. And then
It should.
you should do that. And then don't tell, I don't know, because it's, they can go down the rabbit hole, but just do like, here, if you want to get to know me better.
Yeah, here's exactly. Just have it list as like dating playlists of all the good interviews where
Right.
I'll put that there, and then that way that'll be like the first highlight reel for all of them. Like, oh my God, he's such a great guy.
Right.
I really enjoy him. And then they do go down a rabbit
I
hole, and they're
can't
like,
wait to meet him.
yeah. And then I go like, what did I get into?
New meaning to
So
Sister
yes,
India.
if it
Y'all
does,
better leave me alone. Okay.
right.
Okay. Y'all better leave me alone. Darn it. Oh my goodness. All right. So I didn't give you, and this is what always happens, I didn't give you an opportunity to tell people who you are. So why don't you take the time? 33 minutes into the stream now after we've joked
Into the
around and
stream.
stuff. Right.
Yes. Well, for those who don't know me, hello, my name is Gabe Leal. I am a LinkedIn live stream creator. I've streamed on other platforms before, but LinkedIn is my primary home where I stream my live show called Unfiltered Live every Monday through Friday, 5 nights a week. It's 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. If you ever want to go check it out. And my show is simply about what I call people centric. So it's not so much about a topic or subject as it is the individual that comes on and just sharing who they are, what they are, and their experiences and their values in life. And that's what I get to do night in, night out. It is a passion and a joy, and something I've been doing since late 2019, and it is my passion in life that did not know that I had or I was good
Yeah.
at. But it's like anything, you put yourself out there and start doing things to challenge yourself, and I found this for me, and it works, and it's what I even see myself doing in writing a book. I'm writing a book about live streaming and about my
Very
personal journey.
cool.
So that's gonna be the next thing for 2023, and then of course getting out to events and start networking, and even get myself speaking on stages about how to build and create and live stream,
Yeah.
especially primarily on the LinkedIn platform, because I've been doing that again since early 2020, and I got access into their beta
Yeah.
of live streaming, and
That's cool.
it's been part of what I love about just doing this and the conversation. That's
Yeah.
probably the biggest thing from all of these.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what
No,
get
I
to do.
agree.
So
Listen, I guess in order to do 100 live streams, whether they're consecutive or shows, you got to love doing it, right? You can't be like, I did 100 streams, but I don't like it. I kind of hate it, right? It's like, it's not for me.
Right.
Just
You get,
wasted
I mean,
100 days of my life. What do you mean? Like,
you
what?
exactly. If you've done it and you've been down that path, you know exactly what we're talking about because you think it's just like an hour. You just think it's an hour of what you
Right.
do. It's actually 3 to 4 hours because it's the planning, it's the everything else.
Right.
It's coordinating
Yeah.
with Paul, it's coordinating with everybody else and what you have
Yep.
doing and even coming up with subject matter. So it goes just beyond 1 hour that shows up actually on the recorded stream on YouTube. It's everything else that goes into it. And so you really have to decide if it's something that you really
Yep.
love and you're
Yep.
dedicated towards doing. And that's why all these people that are here because they have the same passion
Yep.
and drive to want to continue to do it. And that's the fun part for me is that the more that those people find it, discover it,
Yep.
that this community gets bigger.
Yep.
So it's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yep. Kathy
And
says,
yes,
didn't do a show this weekend with my brother and I missed it. It's like a drug. It's true. It's one of those things. Like I look forward to doing it. Sometimes like, right, like that planning and that piece of it, it's like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. But then once you're doing it, once you're in it, it's like, it's the best thing. And then what happens? So one of the things that I've noticed, we were talking about like my timing and me moving everything back because there's so many shows on Sundays. And last week was definitely an anomaly with everything that went on. But what I've noticed,
yes,
and I know when I don't talk about it a lot, but with the content creators that I have talked to about it, is that adrenaline high after the fact. Like, I'm done, right? Like I'm done. So, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. We finish anywhere between, my streams are never an hour. And 9:15 to 9:30-ish, my streams are never an hour.
or now,
Never. But then,
right?
so let's just say 9:30, I'm actually going upstairs. Usually when I'm not streaming, 9:30, I'm already relaxed. That it's like, okay, I can get in bed, right? Any other day of the week besides Sundays and Mondays at 9:30. And my friends all know this. Even it's so funny. Gretchen was calling me out. Gretchen is not here today, but I was in Gretchen's comments and I sent Paul a picture because I was literally it was like 9:45 at night my time, but it was her 365th consecutive stream.
Yes.
So I had to make sure that I showed up. Listen, one eye open, one eye closed. I'm literally under the covers and I'm like, I'm here, Paul. And then I put a comment. I'm like, Gretchen, I'm here, but I'm half asleep. And she was telling her friends, it's so funny how we all get to know each other as well. But she was telling her friends, yes, India loves her sleep. But going back to the other piece of that about the adrenaline high, on Sundays and Tuesdays, I'm not going to sleep. Last week, I don't think I fell asleep till like 12 o'clock in the morning because last week it was everything, right? Between my computer, the Rodecaster Pro, having a great show with Rocky. 12 o'clock is finally when I was like, all right, I can turn everything off. I think I'm sleepy now. Because that adrenaline high is exactly. Michelle says it takes some time to wind down. That's exactly what it is, right? It's the winding down from it. That is a very real thing. What do you think, Gabe?
Absolutely. I had an interview last week with a gentleman. His name was Douglas Wick.
Yeah.
And he shared his cancer story with me. Like everything that he went through. Like after I was done with that stream, I was all in
That's
my
crazy.
feels. I got perspective,
Yeah.
right? Because it just doesn't turn off. When you start hearing
No.
that, it's like a waterfall. You cannot just say, shut off,
Yeah.
done.
Yep.
I've had shows where I've cried enormously after because something was so touching or something that was so traumatizing, or I've had times where I just couldn't stop laughing at laughter after I got done, and all of it just rushes. So it is much like being on the stage. You cannot just go, I can just lay down and, I have the same problem. For now I do because I'm doing it 5 nights a week. So it's not so easy to just
turn
done
off.
and then shut everything off. So it's like, but that's the rush behind it. And yes, sometimes, and I love to ask other creators this. I'm going to ask you this question. Like, how often do you get nervous before doing it now? I mean,
All
you've
the
done
time.
so many.
All the time. I
You
still get nervous. I still get nervous all the time.
Wow.
Swear to God. I get more nervous when I have a guest.
Wow.
And that's, I do. I get more nervous
Okay.
where I have a guest. And that's absolutely because I feel like, you as my guest, you're counting on me, right?
Yes.
Depends on the level. So like I've been on your show before, I feel like we're friends. You were consistently in my chats and
Yes.
things like that. So, and not that I didn't know
Absolutely.
Rocky, but I had never like that. Last week was my first time really consistently engaging with Rocky compared to like you and I, right? And so last week I was even more nervous because I've never interacted with her. It was my first time meeting her per se. And so when I have a guest, I'm absolutely extremely nervous. But then even when it's me, myself, I always, because it's like, all right, I have to make sure I'm on time. And is something going to go wrong today? And do I have this? And what am I going to, am I going to make sense? Am I right? Like I think all of us in at least in our community, the people that I know, I can say that I know is that we take our viewers' times very seriously.
Yes.
And so we respect
Absolutely.
our viewers. I don't know if that's like a gamer may not, right? Like, and not to say a gamer, but in another community that may not be the case. But for the people that I know that we have such a huge respect for our viewers and our community. And because of that, I get nervous all the time. All the time.
Yeah. That's good though. I like it when people get nervous energy. Like that's what I tell people.
Yeah.
Remember what that is. If you learn to like channel that, you're probably, when you're done after that stream, you're gonna feel so awesome afterwards because you were able to use it. Honestly, I don't get nervous anymore in doing this.
Yeah.
The last time that I got nervous doing any kind of live stream was when I interviewed myself. And I'll tell you why. Because there was so much writing on trying to get everything down that I was like, I don't want to screw this up because I'd worked with this so long to try to do this. And that I got nervous doing that. But I think the last time, like I said, that I felt like nervous interviewing anybody, I got to go back to like, what was it? 2022? No, 2021. I had done an interview with, it's slipping my mind now because I was so, I gotta go. But yeah, I think that's the last time I remember though. I'll remember in just a minute his name. It was the last time that I felt nervous, interviewing anybody because I thought, well, this person, I highly respected them.
Yeah.
It was the first time of I wanted everything to go right. So yeah, that nervous energy was high, but but nowadays, I usually have to talk people down when they interview with me, and not to do a humble brag, but yes, humble brag, because they go, "Oh my God, I'm going on with Gabe. Oh my God, what am I going to do?
Right.
What am I going to do?" And I'm like, "Calm down. It's just us talking.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time." I mean,
Yeah.
and I mean, do you go through that too, as well as like far as when you bring on somebody that they might be nervous of like coming on with you and like, I don't know, I've never done a live stream. I'm scared. I'm kind of the nervousness
Not
behind
yet.
it. Not yet.
Not yet. But I also think because the majority of the people that I have brought on are content creators in some shape or form.
Most of them are pros. They've gone through it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I did last year, I was doing something. So I sat on a board for the bank and we were doing stuff every Tuesday to the boards, like the organization's Facebook page. And it was myself and two other board members. But they were like, it was like the right people to choose because and they were older individuals. The most it was me walking one through on the iPad, like how to get him to call in and where to hold it. But like
Um,
for me, how I helped them through that was that it was like, listen, it's just a FaceTime call. Don't worry about anything. Just talk to me like we're talking on FaceTime. And that helped with them. But I think I also got lucky with just their personalities, that it was like we were just three old friends doing a group FaceTime, for lack of better words, and kind of going from there, you know? And then everybody else usually that I do interview is some sort of creator that it's like, nah, we cool. We got this.
yeah, you got it.
So
Okay, that's good. That's good. Look, that's a good thing because then that eliminates a lot of the bad experiences because I've had quite a few.
yeah.
I've had quite a few of them that have happened.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry.
so
She got in
it's
my
this
my
is
trash
why
can down
people
here.
people are like what when they ask me things like the like I said, the bad experiences you might have, that's
Yeah.
all the learning thing. That's why I said the next thing I want to do is interview a dog, and they're like, how are you going to interview a dog?
Yeah,
Absolutely, this is how I
we're
do
gonna
it.
get Koa. We're gonna get Koa. So Koa
So,
talks. She does.
so
She has this howling. I want to get her to talk on command. Haven't taught her that, but she does talk. So she will wake up and tell me good morning, and if she's mad at you, she will absolutely like do this howly thing.
absolutely.
So
That would be
yeah,
nice. So I literally just need I want a nice voiceover actor that I can find, and then ask the questions, have the dog sitting there,
we
and then
could do it.
and have a camera off mic and just
Yeah.
like whatever it is, however long, and
We
just
can
have
do
like
it. Listen, we can do it with two different personalities. With one with Tyler, who's super chill and old. You see, you
yes,
haven't even seen him. I don't even know where he is. Oh, he's
is
under the
around here
sofa.
somewhere.
He's under the chair. He's asleep. And
Yeah,
then we can do it with Hyper Koa, and then like two different voices.
voiceover.
Like
And that's where like
that'll be
my
fun.
mind now has gone to
Yeah,
like doing like even and this is why I love the eCam, the functionality of eCam. It's like
yeah,
now opened my mind to doing crazy things like I'm gonna find footage of other interviews of like other content creators or people like Elon Musk or
yeah.
just people out there in the world, and I'm just going to be able to use their videos side by side by mine, and I can just come up with crazy questions
Right.
and
Yeah,
interview them live. Um,
yeah,
so that's why like I love doing this because I've sort of done it a little bit with the Gary Vaynerchuk video, and it was a rough cut of like how I
yeah,
wanted it to do, and I put it together
yeah,
on the fly. But
yeah.
that's what this kind of technology now can allow us to do.
To do
So
absolutely. Yeah.
like I've told other creators, like if you don't come on my show and do it live, I will just do it
Do
without you. I'll just do it without you. I can go take a separate interview and bring it in here, and
You
then
know
it
who's
might then
good
it
for that? Keith Pelzer he's I love him.
he's good. Oh,
He got me 2 years ago. He's gotten me, he's gotten Diana, he's gotten his wife, where he will do exactly what you're saying, just get us
oh,
talking. And then he has a good memory for stuff. Keith has, the first time when I went to his house during my 100 streams, the first
yep.
time I went to his house, he put together, and I did the stream from his house. He put together this like 1 minute video of like the most inappropriate things that I said that one
Keith's my
night.
kind of guy.
It was like, and I'm like, this mother effer. Like, I love you, Lucky. I love you, bro. Like
Right.
Keith is good for that stuff. Just to take, he'll go back and just be like, yeah, and cut it and put it all together.
All
So
together,
yes,
and that's the
that's
fun
it.
part.
Yes.
But yeah, if you don't know Keith, please go. All of you here should know him by trade anyway. But if you don't, great individual,
Yeah.
awesome content creator. He does so
Yeah.
many things, and plus you'll just be blown away by however many mics he has and how many colors and
I love his
you know,
studio.
isn't
I
it?
love his
I
studio.
saw when you were live at his
I love his
at his
studio.
crib. I
Yeah.
was like, wow.
Hold on. My mom is calling me.
I
My
love-
mom always
okay.
calls me when I'm on a stream. Like always.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me just tell her that I'm
Maybe she's got a
on.
reminder set.
Okay, she's telling me. Probably. Oh, India's
timer's
going
set.
live. Let me call her, interrupt. Then the whole,
It'll be
because I
right.
have all my phones, you know, it's all connected. So it shows up on all my fucking screens. Mommy, I'm like, And then the nervousness in me is like, ignore, mom, and then I feel bad because then I am that, good daughter that then I feel bad for declining her call. And I'm like, are you okay? Because I know she was driving, but she texted me she had just gotten home. But yeah.
Okay. That's good though. It's like, let me set the timer. It is almost about that time. Let me call her middle of her stream and
drive her crazy.
I love that havoc. I love the havoc like that. I honestly do.
Excuse me.
And just to, like Paul said, only 1 minute.
Yeah. Of inappropriate things. He chopped it down, Paul. He chopped all the inappropriate things.
He was being professional, Paul. He was being a professional. He said, let me just keep it at a minute.
Exactly. He was trying to turn it into a reel and a short is what it was. He was like, listen, I got to get this into a short format. Oh my goodness. Yes. All right. So
no, but that's the cool thing about it. And
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. I'm going to get the pod decks ready. So finish your thoughts so we can play a few games of the pod decks.
I'm just saying, I love chaos that happens. So especially when I see like streams happening, and I love to do this to Doc when he's doing his trainings for eCams, and he opens up like his private messages, or anything else, and he does it live demo mode. I try to shoot in dumb shit in the middle, like in there, and the comment will pull up. So like for those who don't know, like India has the power to control every comment here. So she can pull it up, or whoever's there moderating. She doesn't have to pull up every comment, but the moment that they go in live demo mode, every comment pulls up. So when I see that he puts live demo mode on, I will put whatever crazy ass comment that I can put in there. So and it pulls up on the screen. And it's right there.
Because the way he has it is he has his. So I have mine over to the left, my comments, and I can actually move it depending on what I want. I'll move it to another monitor altogether. He has his comments right under his preview window. I know.
Yes, he does.
I know.
I've caught him a few times. I've caught Glenn and Ken.
Stop it. Ken and Glenn.
Ken and Glenn a few times doing it there, and just dropping it in the middle of it, and they're like, "What is going on here?"
All right, let us see.
Let's try this.
Let's set this. Yes. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Oh, let me make sure, because I'm an eCam person. So let me make sure that I get us all fix this here. The headroom. Freaking Lemuel was earlier. He was like, yeah, his headroom is also driving me crazy too. All right. Shut up, guys.
Shut
up.
And then I love Rich Graham's comment there. Yes.
Clinton Glint.
I will drop that in next time.
Oh God, you are one of the squirrels. Someone to add to my timeout list. Ooh, which one? Freaking Rich, because Rich is good for squirreling people. Legit. Hold on, I got it here. That's the one thing I did. Look, squirrel.
Exactly. That's what this is. Oh my God, it's so fun.
God. K-Walk says this live stream community is a little bit too close. Absolutely not. We can never be so close. Too close. All right. Let me see. What do you want, Gabe? So we have Ultimate Interview Deck, Icebreakers, The Hustle, How Dare You, The Beatles, I never know anything about, Philosophy.
Let's do.
Go ahead.
One of my favorites, WTF, because that is like the story of my life.
All right.
Oh God, yes.
This was good. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
I love this.
Wait, your audio is choppy now.
You just played.
Wait a minute. Now it's choppy. You stopped? All right, go ahead. Let me see.
Hello. How are we sounding now? Still choppy?
I think you're better now. All right, go ahead. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
No. I think goats would be really probably the rudest. Goats. Why? Number one, because just the way they look.
Because of the way they look?
Yeah, I mean, look at the way they look. They look old. They look surly. They look like life has been rough on them. So I figure if there's anything, I mean, horns. First of all, you got horns coming out of your head. That's never a good thing. And second, you have like a Fu Manchu goatee growing under your chin. Then you're just eating all kinds of shit. Your diet is everything and anything. So I mean, goats are probably going to be the rudest animals that I possibly could think of. So I'm pretty sure a conversation with a goat's going to involve a lot of f bombs, a lot of just you know rude, backhanded comments. So that's what I would say is a goat. I'm going to say goat.
I
And
so
I love the word lick better
initially,
though.
initially I was thinking a horse because horses, I feel like horses would be sarcastic. Like,
They could.
but you know who,
They
but
would.
then when I started thinking about sarcasm, you know who's rude? What animals are rude mother effers? Cats. Cats are
Ooh,
rude as hell, bro. Cats be like, they're just so bougie. And I know Paul is a cat person, and Angie has a cat. I love Max. I love cats. But they are rude. They be like,
I
don't
agree.
touch me. They're very bougie, very stuck up. I think they would be the rudest.
Yeah, I think they would be the millennials of animals. Um, just saying.
A horse is a horse,
There's
of
any
course, of
millennials
course.
watching? Yes. Any millennials are watching? Sorry, not sorry.
Right, exactly. If you could
um,
talk to one species of animal, what would it be?
ooh, now this is interesting. Um, you know what I would want to talk to, and I
Mm,
already said it on live stream anyway. A
what?
dog,
Right. See, oh yeah,
because
you
I'll
did
tell
answer
you,
this
I,
multiple times today. You did answer. Yeah.
so I think dog would be the most interesting thing to talk about because we as humans do dumb shit around our dog, and he
Yep.
sees it, and they see everything. So
Yep.
could you imagine just like sitting down and saying, "We're gonna do a candid interview here with Koa. Koa, tell us what is one of the craziest things you've ever seen Indy do." And then just can you imagine him saying all that stuff coming out, and you're like,
Go is gonna be
"Shut the
like, my
fuck."
psychotic mom tried to kill me and broke the glass over my
She covered me in hot
and broke the
sauce.
glass over
She's
my head.
yeah, she broke glass over me. I mean, is there not a place where I can have charges filed against this woman?
Right.
Um, so
Then
yeah, I mean
she tried to
dogs
eat me by putting hot sauce all over my body. Koa would have some stories.
exactly. That's why I say dogs would probably because we're so we act nonchalant around them sometimes. It's like,
Right.
you know, sitting down
Right.
here and for whatever reason we get angry with them and yell at them and they're like, what did I do? So
Right.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I think a dog would be the one I want to talk to. They're just
Yeah.
and Paul, I know you're trying to speak up for them, but no.
Yes. Koa, K-Walk says Koa's going to report you to the doggy DSS. She is. She is. Right now that
Yes.
I'm thinking about it, like just that whole glass scenario. My mother tried to kill me first of all, she tried to drown me in the shower. And because I wouldn't let her bathe me, she then tried to break glass over my head. And then the evil dog of ha ha ha. But it
Right.
backfired and she killed herself instead.
They're always going to report all the stuff, all the teasing you've done to them.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
like
She
you're not
makes
giving
me
them.
dance. She gets me on two paws and she makes me dance with her
Yeah.
to stupid human music.
Do you know how degrading that is? Like, come on. I am a pit bull. Now, I am not. Can you imagine that? That's why I say dogs would be so interesting to talk about because I would hate to hear the shit my dog has to say about me because he'd be like,
Oh my God,
this.
Gabe, that was perfect. I'm a pit bull. Do you know how degrading that is? So true. Trying to
It is.
stand like all with her chest all puffed out. I'm a pit bull. And she
Yeah,
makes me dance with her.
that's right. Like, come on. Are you serious? I'm just, you know what I was bred for, right? Like,
Right,
I'm not.
exactly.
I
Excuse me.
should not be weird. I should not be wearing glittered and bedazzled at the same time. What's going on here?
Right,
Like this is
exactly.
so. Yeah, I can
Exactly.
imagine.
Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. All right. I agree. So I do say, all right, I tell you guys all my secrets. I tell you guys, all, by the time I'm done being a content creator, when I'm
Yeah.
old, I'm never gonna have any secrets. Is how I feel
Yes.
because I tell you guys everything on my
Yes.
shows. So I believe that animals can talk. I
Uh,
believe that Dr. Doolittle is real.
mhm.
Guys, I'm not, and none of y'all better call the crazy house on me, but sometimes I will whisper to both Koa and Tyler, and I'll be like, I won't tell anybody. Just talk to me.
Yeah.
Just talk to me.
Right.
It'll be our secret. I
This
promise.
was
I swear to
this was
God.
so funny. This was so funny, and I'm glad this question came up. I was watching an episode last night of all things. I don't know if any people watch it, but there's a show called Rick and Morty, and there's just one scene that I remember.
Yeah.
He puts his hat on, where you hear animals speak, and he's walking down the street. There are like these 4 or 5 squirrels talking about like taking over the world. Like
Right.
they're talking about Russia issues and everything else. And he's like listening, all of a sudden looking up at them in the tree, like real concerned, like, oh, this is like, I don't need to be hearing this. This is like, they're going to kill people. So he starts walking away, and then all these squirrels just start following him. And they're like, hey, little kid, come here. We'll grant you wishes and give you candy. So I wonder if we did this with our dogs or something else, if they would do this to us and like, hey,
Yeah.
listen, I
Yeah.
found your wallet. It's over here on the floor. You kind of want to get it,
Right.
and just wait and lure you in, and boom.
And they
Over.
absolutely, oh, they absolutely they would. 100%. They, hands down, they would. All right. We'll do 2 more cards and then we will call it a night.
Yes.
Where is the strangest
Ooh.
place I'm actually going to answer this, and usually I don't, but I'm gonna answer this. Where is the strangest place you've urinated or defecated?
Okay. Now as far as urinated, I got.
You can pick. You don't have to tell us both. You can just pick one or the other.
Okay. So as a young child, I do remember climbing on top of my house.
Oh, so that's
with
what
the
we're doing,
neighbors
a young child. We're not going to do what we've done as adults. We're just going to do a young child. We're just going to blame it on the child in us.
As a child part of me.
Okay.
So this is me. Yeah, young means 17, but getting on top of the
Hold on.
getting on top of the
I'm
house
messing everything
with the
up.
neighbors watching.
What happened here? Hold on. What? I messed this all up. Look at this. Okay.
There we go.
Go ahead. Wait.
And then just whipping it out and taking the piss while the neighbors were watching. So this was sober too. That's the crazy part. It was a dare. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. You want to dare me to? I'll do it. So I did. Probably not the smartest thing, but that's probably the craziest place I've urinated.
Hold on. I was too busy trying to fix my damn...
on top of the rooftop of my house, of my parents' house, with the neighbors watching. So that way they could all look and watch and, like, what the hell is this individual? What is wrong with him? Like, they probably thought
What? And how old were you? You said you were a child. How old were you?
17.
You were not a
old
child. You were a teenager. You were old enough to know. Exactly. You were old enough to know, coño.
Yes. And then the strangest place I've ever defecated, this was as an adult. I did it in a paper bag, trying to do the whole, leave dog poop on somebody's front doorstep.
Yep.
Didn't quite work out as well, though. Not as well planned, but that's what I did do. And it didn't quite work out because what I didn't realize is that when you try to like defecate in a like plastic bag, it shouldn't have a hole in it before you start doing it. So didn't work out quite the well that I planned it to.
It didn't work out
to
your advantage. It was to your disadvantage.
My disadvantage. But yes, I've tried doing that. And sadly enough to say, this was only maybe a couple years ago. So I'm 48 now. It's not far off, but yes, I've done that as well.
Well, thank you for sharing with us.
Yes.
So, urinated for me was, I was in my mid-20s. I had gone to a gay club in New York City. I was living in New Jersey at the time, went to a gay club in the city around Times Square, 34th Street. And in New York, listen, if you know New York, like New York, the parties don't stop. Like,
nope.
The bars and the club, I don't know how it is now, but I know back when I was partying, at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, that's it, last call. And what people do is you go to a club, You stay there until it's closing, and then you find wherever the 24-hour diner is, and you eat off all the grease with grease, eggs,
Yeah.
pancakes, all of that, and then you go home. You can drive home. You're good.
You're good.
And so we went to a club. A bunch of my friends. Oh, my phone went off. A bunch of me and my friends, and I've always I have a very small bladder. Like, I have to use the bathroom all the time.
Doesn't play to your advantage when you're
It's just
drinking.
what it is. It's just what it is. Serious. And so we were on the West Side Highway, trying to take the West Side Highway. Anybody who's from the East Coast knows. We were on the West Side Highway trying to get into the George Washington Bridge to get into New Jersey. And on the other side going into Manhattan, there was such a bad accident. Supposedly one of the people had died from this bad accident. So they closed the highway down on both sides.
Oh.
And I had to fucking pee so bad. Listen, I'm stressed telling you guys the story.
This is fun. This is life.
And I was like, yo, in the backseat, like, yo. And I'm looking around, and I know New York. You guys know I'm born and raised in Brooklyn. I went to high school in New York. Like, I know Manhattan like the back of my hand. And so we had to have been probably around 96th Street, which is now the Upper West Side, and it's a very residential. It's not like you got to be 59th Street down where you can find a bathroom at McDonald's. When you're like on 72nd Street, 86th Street, 96th, that's all residential out there. You're not finding a McDonald's or anything like that. And so I'm like stressing. I'm like, yo, I got to use the bathroom. I'm doing the shake. And I'm like, please, I use the bathroom. Oh my God. And then like it was one of those that the highway was closed where people are standing up, getting out their cars, trying to figure out, listen, dead ass. And I told the girls, it was like maybe 6 or 7 girls. And I was like, yo, like, I gotta go. Like, I'm
There's no waiting.
like, if the highway opens up, just get off on the next exit. I'll meet y'all. I got my cell phone. I got off. I walked far enough to the bushes in the back, and I popped the squat. I couldn't. And I was like, oh.
Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, that's so
Gigi
awesome.
says, New York City clubbing is the best. I'm too old for that level of clubbing now. Who are you telling? Dead ass. But it is. Back in the day, you can use bathrooms in hotels, especially Midtown Manhattan back before 9/11. Right. Midtown, but not the Upper West Side. The Wo Hop was a go-to back in the day after New York City. Now we know why she picked the nurse as a girlfriend. Yes, listen.
Hey, look.
That's
There's no right or wrong answer.
No.
When you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Folks,
and I tried, and I was like, well, peeing in a bush is better than peeing in my pants and in the car and here, all of that stuff. So, right? Like, I gotta go. It is what it is. What's gonna happen?
I had a girlfriend long ago who couldn't hold it and just went in my front seat. I mean, that is not the easiest thing that's not the easiest thing to clean out, folks.
No.
We got the same sort of deal. So it wasn't it wasn't that the highway was closed down. We just couldn't get there fast enough.
Yeah.
And you just saw the look on her face, and it was like,
I'm sorry.
there it was, and you're like,
I'm sorry.
son of a bitch. It's like, well, let's just go home now.
The night is over.
The night is over. So I've had that happen, and I've had my seat peed on, and I've had myself puked on. So I've shared that one too. That was not fun either.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, from if we're counting babies, but babies always puke on you.
No,
humans,
we were on a carnival ride, India. We were on a carnival ride, and could not stop. And I mean, she just literally went. And
no, absolutely
nowhere else
not
to go, but all on me.
No.
So
nope.
Yeah, that's fun.
I am good. All right, so we will end it here. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza?
I'll get stabbed. I don't mind it. But I know there's New Yorkers who will slit throat
I love putting pineapples
you-
on my pizza. I
Really?
love putting pineapples on my pizza. I do.
Well, there you go. I mean,
See?
I know a few New Yorkers who probably would have. It's the same thing when they tell you about breaking the pasta to put it in the boiling water. Like
That is true.
Some
See that? Nope. You not break. Absolutely not. Nope. You are not breaking my pasta. I think Angie at one point she did try to break the pasta, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I got it." And I'm like, "Absolutely not. Put the water to boil. Stay there, and the pasta will go down. You don't break pasta. Break it in half." Come on. Like what? I don't understand. You don't break pasta.
I know. It's like I'm telling you. All world Italian folks will stab you in certain ways because of that. So that's how
Gigi
that
says
goes.
F no. Gigi, what's the F no to? Breaking the pasta or pineapple on your pizza? I love a Hawaiian pizza with some bacon. Love me Hawaiian pizza.
It just depends. I know.
Break pasta.
yes, Paul.
Hold on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I lost you. All right, there you go. Yeah. No.
Yeah. There you go. And yes, Paul, I do need to be a little more selective with my dates.
Yes.
That's why
you do.
I'm taking the idea of now doing my dating playlist on my YouTube channel.
You get to pick and choose.
I gotta do it.
Let's see. Koa is somewhere upstairs. I feel like she made a mess. Tyler
Yes,
is
Tyler
down
did.
here. You guys don't really usually see Tyler. Come here. Come here.
Tyler's around here.
Here's Tyler.
But yes.
Okay, he
this
got a
is-
champion hoodie. I don't know. I'll be keeping
Look
my
at
gloves
this.
with. Look at
Sporting
this.
it.
Look at this.
Look at his flossing. Straight
This is the
flossing.
old man. Say hi, Tyler.
Look at
He
him.
is mad. Look at his face. He's so
He would
mad.
be a great interview.
He
like,
would
I'm
be.
pretty sure-
He would be. He would be. Mom, what do you do, Mom?
That's right. You tell me. One day we'll get this done.
We will. One day we will. Well, it was great having you
awesome.
on.
Oh, I loved it. I enjoyed it. It's always fun to just sit back and have fun and have a conversation. I'm always signing up for that. Anyway.
Yes. Yes, it was. It absolutely was. I will be back on Tuesday, Tech Talk Tuesday. We are going to talk a little bit about monetization and super chats. And I have to figure out how I get the super chats on the screen because I didn't know how to do that. Oh, look, Jealous McGillis came. She just came down the stairs. She's like, oh, you're
Came back
giving
now.
Tyler love. She
Yeah.
did. She's right down here. She's like, you're giving Tyler love. My little old guy.
course. Well, you left.
Yes.
You left. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Happens.
exactly. You left. I don't even want to know what the mess is upstairs.
So there we
So,
go,
if
folks.
dogs
If
could
dogs
talk.
could talk, absolutely. We know this. We know the real story.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, guys.
100%.
I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Are you hungry?
They're hungry. Let's
They're
go
hungry.
take care of them. I gotta
They're
go get hungry too.
He's like, Gabe, it was great. I appreciate you. Tuesday, we will we will tell the community whether I got demonetized or not for all the cursing and stuff. We'll figure that out. I mean, I put on the settings not safe for kids, so.
Yeah. So we'll see.
All right, mi gente. Buenos nachos. Good
Buenos
night,
nachos.
Gabe.
Thank you,
I
folks.
appreciate you. I will see you
Absolutely.
guys on Tuesday. Good night.
Okay. We'll talk soon. Bye, folks.